Hey everybody, welcome to my AirPods 3 user guide and tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to set up your AirPods 3 with not only your iPhone, but also your Mac, Apple Watch, Apple TV, Windows computer, and even your Android phone or tablet. I'll also be showing you how to use your AirPods. Now let's get to it. Setting up your new AirPods 3 with your iPhone is just as simple as it is with the original AirPods. If they're new out of the box, just open them up beside your iPhone and the setup card will likely pop up. If they're not just out of the box or the card didn't pop up, then open the AirPods case and press and hold the button on the back until the status light on the front flashes white. That puts them in pairing mode. Then the setup card will pop up. Just follow the instructions on screen and they'll be set up in no time. Once you set them up on your iPhone, they will be available on all of your other Apple devices with the same Apple ID in a short time through iCloud Sync. They even support auto-device switching between your devices, so you may not even need to manually connect them very often. However, if you have an older Apple device, or use other Apple devices with a different Apple ID, or don't use iCloud Sync, you can set them up manually on all of your Apple devices as well. On the AirPods themselves, it's the same every time. Open the case, press and hold the button on the back until the status light on the front flashes white, which means they're in pairing mode. If you're setting them up on a Mac, go to System Preferences, choose Bluetooth, and press Connect beside the AirPods to pair them with your Mac. To pair them with an Apple Watch, from the main watch face, swipe up to access Control Center. Then tap the AirPlay icon. Then scroll down and tap Connect a Device. Then choose the AirPods on the list and follow any instructions that may appear to set them up. On your Apple TV, go to the Settings app, then scroll down and choose Remotes and Devices. Then under the Other Devices, choose Bluetooth. Then, at the bottom, under Other Devices, choose AirPods and follow any instructions that may follow. You can also set up your AirPods with any Windows computer or Android device as well. With your AirPods in pairing mode, on the Windows computer, press the Start button, then type Settings and press Enter. In the Windows Settings screen, choose Devices. Then choose Add Bluetooth or Other Device. Then, in the Add Device window, choose Bluetooth. Then choose your AirPods from the list and follow any instructions to complete the setup. Setting up and connecting the new AirPods 3 on an Android device is the same as with the original AirPods. For detailed instructions on how to set that up and use them with your Android device, check my video AirPods with Android using the iCard above. I'll also leave a link in the description below. Once you have your AirPods set up, then of course you'll likely want to connect them and use them with your devices. First, take the AirPods out of the case and put them in your ears. You can use both or one at a time. On your iPhone, there are multiple ways to connect them if they don't auto-connect when you put them on. The easiest way to connect them would be to go to Control Center by swiping down from the top right of the screen, then tap the AirPlay button in the Media Control section in the upper right. Then tap the AirPods on the list to connect them to your iPhone. To manually connect them to your Mac, click the Bluetooth icon on the menu bar on the upper right and then choose your AirPods. For Apple Watch, open Control Center by swiping up from the main watch face. Then tap the AirPlay button. Then choose your AirPods. On Apple TV, press and hold the Control Center button on the remote to access the Apple TV Control Center. Then go down and choose the AirPlay icon. Then select your AirPods to connect. On a Windows computer, access the Bluetooth and Other Devices menu. If you don't have it in the system tray, you can press Start and type Bluetooth, and then select Bluetooth and Other Devices. Then locate your AirPods on the audio menu and click them. Then click Connect. Controlling the AirPods 3 is very similar to how the AirPod Pros are controlled. The tap controls from the originals are out, and the new soft touch button is in. 1 squeeze or button press to play or pause, 2 to fast forward, 3 to go back. Long press to activate Siri. However, it is important to note you don't have to long press to activate Siri, as the AirPods 3 support Always On Siri, so you can access Siri at any time without a button press. Just say, "Hey." Also note that just like the original AirPods, they have sensors that determine when they're in your ears, so just taking one out of your ear will pause your music or media, with it playing again when you put it back in your ear. In regards to volume control, this hasn't changed much. There are no controls directly on the AirPods themselves to control the volume. The only way to control the volume directly from the AirPods is by using Siri by saying something like, "Hey, turn up the music." Or you can be more specific and say something like, "Hey, set volume to 60%. You can of course control the volume on the connected device like your iPhone or computer. If you're using the AirPods to listen to music on your iPhone and have an Apple Watch, you can also control the volume using the Now Playing app on your Apple Watch. This is what I do most of the time myself to control the volume on my AirPods. And of course you can use your AirPods 3 for phone calls as well. You can make calls directly from them using Siri, and answer calls by pressing or squeezing the button once when your phone is ringing. Press again to hang up the phone or end the call. Accessing the AirPods 3 settings is the same as it is for all of the other AirPods. Make sure that the AirPods are connected and active, so put them in your ears and put on some music. Then open the Settings app on your iPhone. Then choose Bluetooth. Then tap the circled I next to your AirPods on the list of devices. Most of the AirPods settings are set and forget kind of things. The first is the AirPods name. You can rename them or modify their device name by tapping on this option. Once you've made your changes in this window, press Done, and then you can go back by tapping the back arrow in the upper left. Next is Automatic Ear Detection. This is the option that will turn them off or pause your playback media when you take the AirPods out of your ears, or take one AirPod out of one ear. I would recommend leaving this on in most cases. Next is the Connect to this iPhone option. I recommend leaving it to automatic unless you only want to connect them to this device manually. The next item isn't really an option, but more of a spatial audio demonstration. It's fun to try. It demonstrates the difference in sound between stereo and spatial audio. Next is the microphone option. You can manually specify which mic they use for phone calls and the like. I would recommend leaving it set to automatic unless you have a specific case where you only want the one on every time. In auto, they switch between the two and use the one with the best signal, so auto is better for most people. Then, we have the optimized battery charging. Similar to the same option on your iPhone, is to reduce battery aging. iPhone and AirPods learn from your daily charging routine, and AirPods can wait to finish charging past 80% until you need to use them. Below that is the standard about info stating your model name, number, serial number, and version. When they're new, they now provide you with warranty information under that, which is kind of helpful. And lastly, they have the manual option to disconnect them and then forget this device, which essentially uninstalls or unpairs them from your iPhone. One big question a lot of people ask is, how do I check the battery level of my AirPods? There are a number of ways. On your iPhone, you can open your case by your iPhone and the battery card will pop up telling you the battery level of your case and the AirPods. You can also use any of the battery widgets from the Today view or home screen. You can also see the battery level of your AirPods in the AirPlay menu when you access it from the Control Center or media app such as Apple Music, Spotify, or Amazon Prime to name a few. To check the battery level when they're connected to your Mac, just click on the Sound menu in the menu bar. When connected to your Apple Watch, you can use the battery complication to check the battery level. And when connected to your Apple TV, you can go to Control Center and choose the AirPlay menu to look at the battery level of your AirPods. When using your AirPods with a Windows computer or Android device, you won't be able to determine the battery level using your device without using third-party software. However, you can always get a general idea of where the battery level is at anytime by using the status light on your AirPods case. If your AirPods are in the case and the lid is open, then the light shows the charge status of your AirPods. When your AirPods aren't in your case, the light shows the battery status of your case. Green means fully charged, and amber means less than one full charge remains. Charging your AirPods 3 is pretty simple. You can charge them using the USB-C to Lightning connector that comes with them in the box, or wirelessly. For wireless charging, they support both Qi wireless charging and MagSafe. One of the other great new features that comes with the AirPods 3 is spatial audio, which you can of course use with Apple Music. But you can also use it when you watch TV shows and movies from Apple TV, Netflix, and many others. It sounds really good when you watch TV shows and movies. For Apple Music, I find it hit and miss depending on the track. To enable spatial audio for music, make sure you're wearing your AirPods and have some music playing. Then go to Control Center by swiping down from the upper right-hand corner, then long press the volume slider. Under the volume slider, you'll have an option to spatialize stereo. You can leave it off, make it fixed, or turn on head tracking. Head tracking is really good for times when you put your iPhone down in front of you. When you turn your head to the left and right, it sounds like you're listening to stationary speakers. The head tracking is really great when you're watching a movie or TV show though. Controls are the same for video. Just go to Control Center, long press the volume slider, and tap the Spatial Audio Control. I personally don't use Spatial Audio for music, but I do use it for video, especially when I watch something while using the cross trainer at the gym. One other thing to note is that the AirPods 3 do support audio sharing, so it's easy for a friend to share some music with you. To get more details about how this feature works, check out the video in the iCard above, iPhone and AirPods audio sharing on iOS. I'll leave a link in the description below. I've tried to make this AirPods 3 user guide and tutorial as in-depth as possible, but if I didn't cover anything or you have any additional questions about the AirPods 3, please ask them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And while you're down there, don't forget to ring that bell and subscribe to the channel for more tech videos, including tech how-tos, every week. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.